One of the causes of suffering in human life is our inability to accept the impermanent nature of almost everything around us. All of us tend to live life thinking that nothing is going to change, neither we nor the people around us, nor our circumstances, and so on. In fact, we are often reluctant to accept the impermanence of almost everything around us. We are unable to accept change as a basic life principle. Since everything is passing, our attachment to situations, people, and possessions really guarantee no happiness. Naturally, therefore, ego and our arrogance based on our attachment also have no relevance. So, we can save ourselves from substantial suffering by accepting the concept of impermanence. If everything is impermanent, then the question arises that how do we prevent too much attachment to our own egoistic concerns and preoccupation with the self, which leads to isolation and suffering? Well, friends, we could do this by coming out of excessive preoccupation with our own self, by connecting with others less fortunate and serving them to the extent possible. All things grow and change with time. This is applicable not only to physical things, but also formless things like our awareness, thoughts, ideas, states of mind, our energy and relationships. If we ignore the transient nature of things, we would be setting ourselves up for great disappointment by clinging to things and hoping they will never change. By being aware and mindful of impermanence, we can better appreciate what we have. We will not take what we have for granted and enjoy them more. Awareness of impermanence makes us realize that seemingly very difficult situations are but a part of life. They are not going to last forever. This way, we can overcome adversities more easily. Impermanence can also be seen as a process of renewal of the energy that exists in the universe. When something old and decaying ceases to exist, new and fresh things are born. So change is really not negative in absolute terms. The new order throws open immense possibilities for creativity and innovation. Changes in life could bring a range of suffering, from dissatisfaction to misery to pain, bitterness, sorrow, and even intense grief. Some people may develop depression and low feelings for a long time after the death of an elderly in their family or their friend circle. But we need to accept clearly that people play their parts and roles in the universe and move on. Imagine what would happen if things got frozen in time. People would go on staring at each other even after 100 years. The lesson to be learned from embracing and being aware of the concept of impermanence in human life is that we should not run merely after worldly goods and comforts, but instead focus on nourishing the inner self, the soul, as that alone is the real source of peace, contentment, and happiness. This is because the soul's essential qualities are peace, power, love, happiness, and bliss.